I might spend $5 to buy Nemesis in Dead by Daylight. That's right. I always forget the Resident Evil character.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know that or Hellraiser. Or not Hellraiser, Pinhead. Still crazy to me that they managed to land Pinhead, even though I guess most of the other horror characters are bigger deals than Pinhead in terms of like legal that goes into it. But in terms of horror,
yeah, I don't know who Pinhead is.
Yeah, Hellraiser is like a really cult classic-y 80s movie.
Gotcha.
It's like really like overtly sexual and BDSM based as well.
Gotcha.
A lot of chains and shit. So Pinhead's whole thing in this game is chains as well. And he's really, really good. Specifically at stuff I want to be doing, but Nemesis, I think Nemesis is a nice like bridge between how I like playing and like super aggressive playstyle. Because Nemesis gets like zombies on the map that can screw with people, even when you're not near them, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. Alright,
So,
I think at this point for town generation, I mean a good lake would be nice, but I think the fact that that last town had no 2 consecutive acres, or only had 2 consecutive acres at best. Like at the bottom there's the river mouth, and then 2 consecutives, and then a waterfall. So we can't use that because of the waterfall or in the river mouth. It's just 2 acres. You gotta have 3 acres to flip over for this game. Then it's waterfall, 2 acres, and then lake. And so then the lake and the waterfall, and the fact that the river, really it's just the fact that the river in this town, this last town, was completely straight line basically. No turns and no, it just led to having only a single, or a maximum of 2 consecutive acres that would work for fishing, and you need 3 for the run. I was not about to do half of my, like the best case I think would probably have been river start, lake in the middle, and then the bridge, and who knows how good the bridge was. Like, you don't want to fish in bridge acres. I mean, you basically have to in this game, since you need 3 consecutive fishing acres in this game to be spawning fish. So the weird way that that fish generation works in this game versus all the others, which is the whole reason why the world record's like an hour longer than the world record for the port of it into GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
And also text speed being half of that version, because a character per frame at 60 FPS versus a character per frame at 30. Text speed is way slow in this version. I feel like it's worse on the train than outside the train because I feel like it lags. And also, if you have voices on, the characters talking. All right. A1. If you have voices on, characters talking, it slows down the text speed. That's the weirdest part for me. For this game's weird text speed junk. Okay. So this one actually does have 3 consecutive acres. Hello? Friend? It's got river start, that downward one, and then the bridge. And so that's just 1, 2, 3. Those are my 3 acres. Bridge as one of my main fishing acres is a little rough, but you know, having a bridge take up most of that water area, but it could be a lot worse. I don't actually have any reason to go to the bottom half. I'm gonna go back up here. across the bridge. It's actually a pretty fast intros, isn't it? Relatively. Not having to go to the back half of the town is pretty good, the bottom half. You do have A1, A5, but that doesn't really matter for this category at all. Wasn't paying attention to the names at all. So it'll be fast intros, but probably not fast chores. Because I don't have any good chore villagers at all, really. Yeah, fast intros, but not fast chores. This might be a new lake. Like, since I started tracking my lake information. Nope, east to south is one I've tracked before. Good. Oh, interesting. My notes say it might seem like the top would have better coverage, but it's possible that the bottom has better coverage and I need more testing on that. So east to south. This run will be good to get more data on that if I like the bottom of the half of the lake better. I think the logic there was in the bottom half you can see the entire lake even if you can't fish to the entire lake, and often enough fish were spawning on the bottom half that I couldn't even see from the top, that it felt better to fish on the bottom because you can just run away from fish that aren't giant snakehead or giant catfish or whatever. 2-4. And it's Suba. I think that this villager is, oh, I don't remember if it's near or far side of the river. I don't have a map yet, so I can't really check. Nope. Alright, whatever. Couldn't remember. I felt like it was far side of the river, but I didn't want to be wrong. Because obviously, I think it's faster to check the near side and have it be right. Alright, so east to south. Top seems most natural, but bottom might be better. Alright, I'll try bottom. And I can have the lake be one of my endpoints with that bridge in the middle, and that's all good. Those are the houses. If I'm on the right side, which I would be for the lake, the house isn't going to affect anything at all. Yeah, so that's all good. Lake seems good. Maybe not the best lake in the world, but I think I've found that I like the bottom half of east to south lakes better. And in terms of actual fishing acres, river start, that downward one, again, right half might be best because the house blocks the left half, then the bridge. It depends on how much the house blocks the left half, really. How close is it to the water? 4, Tiana. Okay, so one of the two people in the 4. And it's Tiana. Diana, whatever. Sounds good to me. Again, A1, A5 is going to slow down this chore. And in general, my chores aren't going to be that fast, just in total. Product of town isn't super good. Isn't good for chores, but it seems good for fishing. And I like how the waterfall is 1 acre away from the ocean. I like that. I feel like I often have been catching coelacanth in this game in May when I'm catching char. I feel like that's when I usually am getting rain in most of the runs that have gotten that far. And May, like char and coelacanth together, I think that's a good thing. I think that has good synergy. And my lighthouse is a bridge. So that also lends itself to being good for coelacanth, being able to cross from one side to the other easily. So yeah, I feel like for char, I'm in a good spot because it's near the ocean and potential for coelacanth. I think coelacanth itself, I'm in a good spot for. Gobby, was that the name? Just pissed off. Strawberry? Where'd Strawberry live? Oh, huh, really? That's the pink alligator's name? Strawberry? I talked to that one once. Like, since after intros, and I didn't really read the name properly. Okay, yeah, this would be annoying. Yeah, I would not want to fish on this side of the river because of the house. It's too close. So I'm probably going to be fishing right side of the river normally, and the lake is also going to be on that right side of the river. Yeah, I feel like for town generation purposes, this is about as good as it gets. The lake could probably be a bit better. I'm probably going to have to wait for drifts. But then again, that bridge might be close enough to the lake where if anything is really, really high in the lake, it might be okay? I don't know. Alright, so I know what acre Diana is in. But there's two houses there. I'm gonna have to, like, just look at them and say, you're Diana. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, if I see that fish up there, can I get to this bridge? Oh, probably not. The bridge probably goes too far right. Who's Diana? Nope, you're Olivia. I should have known that was Olivia. I think that's one of the ones I actually know the name of. By sight, one of the very few. I have no idea if that character's named Olivia in English or not, because I just have been playing Japanese versions only since coming back to Animal Crossing. I've done a ton of E+, and DnM+, and I mean, I guess most of my knowing the villager names comes from DnM+, because in E+, you do intros but don't have to pay attention because you don't do chores. It's so weird to be doing a fish category again and not have to think about town generation very much. Like, I just put a ton of thought into exactly how I'm going to be fishing. But that's because I'm used to, from bug hunting, having to think a lot about my town's state and how that affects bug catching. Where are my ponds? Where are my rocks? How am I going to be flipping acres? Where am I planting flowers? Things like that.
Now all you gotta worry about is avoiding the wife. Hell yeah!
That is what fishing's for, isn't it?
Yep.
Wow. Good joke. It's better every time you tell it.
I'm glad. I sure love Dead Hard. Did you know that I like Dead Hard?
You might have mentioned it once or twice. Did you seriously not play against Dead Hard ever before this new MMR screw up?
Nope. Yeah, pretty much. No one. Dead Hard is not an interesting perk, so people often don't play it unless they want to just win the games. Now people are constantly using Dead Hard. I love it. It's great. This game is not fun if everyone is tryharding. Well, this game is fun if everyone is like fully tryharding, but I don't want to be.
Especially when you're lower ranked than literally everybody every time in a 4v1.
Correct.
So
Just
is
kinda
this
stupid.
day 2 of the new MMR
No,
thing?
it was, well, day 2 of me playing on it.
Oh.
Because it released when I was teaching still. Basically. So I didn't play it during the week.
Gotcha.
The thing with ranked in this game is it resets on the 13th of every month because haha horror game.
Oh.
So after the 13th we'll see how it goes. See if my matches get better. But even on the twins who I started playing yesterday, the game does think that I am good enough to be playing against the highest rank in the game. Now
You yourself are like 10 ranks below that.
No, I heavily disagree with that. I do not think I am good enough to be doing that. Which means I do not enjoy the games as much. But the game at its core is still unbelievably fun and compelling, so I'm willing to just kind of play.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I hope that after the 13th, by the way, would this happen to be happening at midnight?
I'm actually not sure if they do midnight or if they do 3.
AM?
Yeah. It'll be one of the others. One or the other. I don't know. They're in Canada, but I don't know where.
Well, it wouldn't be that much different. Either way.
Well, yeah, but like if they're over in, shit, which is the one over on the west coast? Vancouver?
Yeah. British Columbia?
Yeah, I think they actually are British Columbia, so they might be 3 AM. Reset.
3 AM their own time, which is...
No, 3 AM, midnight them, so
Got
3
it.
here. Or they could do the weird thing CD Projekt Red does with Gwen and make it at 4 AM, which I think might be Greenwich Mean. I don't know. Oh, yeah, right.
no.
I forgot. You're the motherfucker that's tryharding and has dead hard. Come here, you bitch. Fuck you. This is what happens in my games now. I see someone with dead hard, they get focused.
Why am I losing
It's
so
the
much
only time I will be a dick and I'll tunnel someone. So I know they have dead hard, because I just want them out of the game so I can enjoy myself. Someone just killed my fucking other twin. Come here, you son of a bitch.
I'm just gonna drop this a bit. Doesn't actually matter.
Where'd you go, Jill? Where'd you go?
Wow, I'm losing time. Here, I guess I mean, like I said that this town looks like fast intros and slow chores. Little rain. Little July
Oh,
rain.
somebody who wants a hug from Victor as you come out of the basement. I think you do, Dwight. Stop using dead hard, motherfucker. Come here, it's time to die. It's time to be out of the game so I can fucking enjoy myself like I should in a video game. Oh, you dead-hearted again? Yeah. I waited this time. Fuck you. Hi, buddy.
I was gonna say, is there a counter that you don't know? Like, can you predict it, and is it abusable? People using
You
dead
can
hard?
predict it and it is abusable.
There you go. You'll get a feel for it eventually, right? Maybe.
Yeah, doesn't mean I'm not gonna fucking tunnel someone and kill someone as soon as I know they have it.
Oops. Wait, is this a river acre? Where am I on the map?
See you, Dwight.
Okay.
No. You're not flashlighting me. No. This fucker is dying.
That's
This
a
fucker is dying.
small... Oh my gosh. Should I... I'm not
Get the
waiting for
fuck
a
out of
small.
my game. Okay.
Could have been angelfish technically, theoretically, but I'm not gonna wait an hour for a small.
That guy's running the full tryhard set of perks, by the way, because he also has the one that makes it so he's immune to a hit after he gets up. Really cool. Alright. And Bill was nice, so I will let Bill go. I won this game, by the way.
Woo.
So I just killed. So there's no like technical winning or losing. You know what? No, fuck it. I'm killing everybody. There's no like technical winning or losing in this game. Which is why I like it as much as I do in terms of the ranking system. Basically, it's how fast you rank up is fully based on how you play in the game. So basically, what the community has decided is that if the killer either kills 4 people,
All
you know,
four?
everyone in the game, or they kill 3 people and the last person escapes via the hatch, which is a mechanic that happens when 1 person is left, then it is a killer win. Otherwise, everything else is a survivor win.
Gotcha. That's kind of the, yeah.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's more of an individual thing where if you survived, you won. If the killer...
like the survivors can win and someone on their team can D-rank because they did awful. I think that's a really good mechanic. Like, I think that's really good. Yeah, see, he got away. That's fine. I still rank up because I did really well. Did I have fun? 3 out of 5. There was someone with Dead Hard in my game.
I'm going to try top of the lake. I don't know how I feel about bottom of the lake still. I still feel like it's a back and forth here.
Yeah, so I was 1 ranking thing away from getting 2 points out of 5 that I need to rank up. So I got 1. Because I got an iridescent medal for Gatekeeper and Chaser, and a gold for Devout and Malicious. Which is basically, Chaser is winning chases, Devout is killing people, Gatekeeper is making sure generators don't go off, Malicious is hurting people, and it goes down when people heal, so... just constant pressure, basically.
This is a lake medium for sure. Will it be... If it looks like crucian carp, I know it's here, bro. Okay, she's back. She already has.
Ah. Yup. Yeah. That's real funny. Guess what?
What?
3 borrowed times. 3 borrowed times. A decisive strike, and a Dead Hard. Very cool. Very cool.
In
I
your
love
upcoming game?
No, in this one. I can't see perks until end of the game. Really nice. Really, really cool. I love it. I cannot believe fucking borrowed time Dead Hard. Fuck you. I'm running 0. Oh, I'm running barbecue and chili. I'm running 1 meta perk that's not even max ranked. This motherfucker brings that shit into my game. Fuck you.
I hope the game is more playable when you're not playing against top ranked people.
Yeah. The thing with this build, the guy that got out, right? He is running borrowed time and decisive strike, but his other 2 perks are like good perks, but also interesting perks to play against. So I don't really care that much about that. Dead Hard's not interesting. Dead Hard just isn't interesting. It's like, oh, every 40 seconds you can dash, and if you're running, the timer doesn't go down. Cool. I don't care. It's boring, and the only way you can play around it is you either, 1, immediately assume everyone in the game has Dead Hard, or get fucked by it once and understand, okay, that person has Dead Hard. It's not cool. I don't think that's good design. Even Sprint Burst, which does, like, fuck with the whole thing of, you know, the killer is faster than Survivor, and that is how it's, you know, that's how the game is balanced. Even with Sprint Burst, which kind of ruins that, I don't care that much about Sprint Burst because it's so obvious when you see it, and you can play around that. Dead Hard? No. Nothing. Nothing. You get fucked by it at least once a game. If someone has it. It's really cool. At least I'm comfortable enough with the perks I'm using on Twins that I can just start stockpiling blood points so I can level whoever I want to play next. Because I don't really need any of their perks. I just wanted to play them, you know, for fun. What a concept. Since I'm not allowed to play Hag anymore, because my games are just unbelievably unfun on Hag.
Well, that was a large, huh? I have sweetfish, eel, and catfish already, which really means I'm fishing for an arowana and a giant catfish. Right, that makes sense actually, that there was no fish there. Ah, well now there's giant catfish right there. Wait a sec. Let me fill my pockets. Okay, pockets are full. I'm glad that was a safe reel in. I wouldn't have been surprised if it wasn't the safe relay. See, I lost a minute to chores, and now I only have arowana left in July. That's pretty decent. My best is 10 minutes, and my comparison is 20. Could easily beat both of those if I just get arowana quickly, obviously. Alright, I definitely did not get here, Bruno. I didn't see anything like it. Alright, I guess it might be bad to be on this side of the river for the river start acre a little bit. Right, this is my middle acre, and middle is up right now. Middle is up. Catch fish on the up, not on the down. It's a large. Oh, yeah, can I be getting, yeah, I can be getting coelacanth right now, so I should be. Not getting that synergy I said about the waterfall fish. I'll be doing. Yeah, it's actually bad now. It'd be pretty hard to get arowana and coelacanth. Look for both at the same time. It's not really something that's possible, per se. Unless I'm going way above the waterfall. It's not really possible. I'm gonna do it anyway. Coelacanth could just be no issue, really fast. And then it's better to get now than to not have rain happen again the run. Still think coelacanth is always a grab as soon as you get rain, sort of deal. But there is more reason in this game, in this category, to get it alongside a fish with better synergy like char for my current town, for example. Yeah, I mean, if I go, I don't know, if I go up here and check waterfall, it's like, I mean, so slow. Looking for fish like this. That's a large. I'm catching it anyway, I guess. Probably not going to be carp. Well, I mean, it's carp catfish. Okay, barbecue. Now I'm really done with larges. I mean, large bass technically possible, and koi obviously would be the goal, the hope, the dream, but it's not really likely enough. Yeah, I think this is too slow a circuit for me to be running all the way up to the top for coelacanth. I mean, all the way to the top looking for arowana while doing coelacanth. It doesn't seem worth it. I think it's best to look for coelacanth alone or with char, but again, I'm not doing char, I'm doing alone. So it would just be pure pacing. So 1, 2, this might be 3. I don't know exactly how loading the coelacanth works, actually, now that I think about it. Might have to unload empty junk in 2 acres by going far enough away. You might have to have 2 acres that you look in, and then go over an acre away from both. Something like that will unload, and then maybe I check top half waterfall, bottom half waterfall quickly, looking for arowana. I'm not catching a large. So that's definitely one scared off fish, and this should be 2. I think centering this coelacanth hunt around the bridge lighthouse acre would be good. So maybe three ocean acres. And then I go up, perhaps. For my quick little waterfall river. Catch a medium, maybe. Maybe this ends up being worth it. It's an eel. Or a bass, actually. Yeah, I mean, you see looking at somewhat ruining the split, but I mean, whatever. It's gonna do it at some point. Whatever split you end up catching coelacanth in will be slower than if you didn't catch coelacanth in it. I mean, that's just how it works. And there it is. Is it catchable? I think fish can be not catchable in this version in a way they can't in GameCube. I think they can drift further down with no safety, keeping them from... Okay, I'm just gonna be ready to catch it now. Oh god, oh god. Just gotta be ready to catch it. I'm ready. Okay, it definitely drifted down. I wasn't ready, I guess. I mean, I was pretty ready. I pressed A with good timing. So coelacanth's a hard window in any game. Quick 2-bite wasn't... 2-bites can be tricky. 2-biter fish. Oh, hello! Just come out of nowhere. Literally out from underfoot. Glad I didn't run. Oh my god, what a big swim stroke that was. They fucked up the AI, I think, of coelacanth. Like, it does so much weird movement. It's the only ocean fish, and in later games they have a good system of dealing with ocean fish, and if they can swim a certain distance away from the water and all that. I think it doesn't work super hot in a super good way in this version. Alright, I'll check this acre and then go up. Alright, well those were 2 quick coelacanths. And neither of them, I didn't catch either of them, but it's a really hard window, and I think everything's a bit harder in this game. I don't have proof of it like I do for E+, that catching fish is harder, but definitely feels right. At least seems true. I think this is my square, what I just traced out there and what I've done the last time too. I'll go like this, I think. Get my chance of, hey, did that live, that drop? They don't in normal Animal Crossing, but I think fish are a bit hardier in this version. Hardier meaning don't despawn under the same conditions always. I feel like I've observed that somewhat. Well, alright. Guess it did despawn. See, I think coelacanth's like AI for noticing bobbers and general existence is extremely different than the way fish behave in later games in the ocean areas, and that can be a little confusing sometimes. But also I think the bite window is unreasonable. I don't know if I've ever caught one outside of a 5-biter. Oh, there's one not on a 5-biter. Alright, so it really is part of the RNG, I think. The splash visual RNG, because that didn't feel any better than the last 2. Any better or worse. Just felt like the same. Alright, well that's that out of the way. that's nice. Don't have to think about it anymore. No more coelacanth. Just get an arowana right here, and then I'm ahead by 2 minutes and with a coelacanth in my pocket. That'd be cool.
Nice.
Hasn't happened yet.
No.
I said if that
Will be
right there is
nice.
an arowana, which it wasn't. It was an eel. I do think bottom of this lake has to be better. Just because if you're not in the bottom of the lake, you're whatever. Can't see half of it. I agree with past me who said bottom of the lake is better. Pretty sure you should have seen that one. And also I agree with past me saying that the right side of this river is better because the house on the left is unbearable.
I can't decide if I want to just spend 5 on Nemesis or 14 for all the Resident Evil stuff. I don't think I'm ever playing Survivor in this game. So I think just spending $5 on Nemesis is the smart play. So I do want him quite a bit.
Yeah. Look right. Yeah, again, I think there's just got to be some element of randomness. The same fish, like coelacanth 3 times. I pressed A. I think the same amount of time window after the bite, all 3 times, and 2 of them didn't catch, and the 3rd one did. And then that random fish, like fish are just not getting on the hook, man. Missing bites. I don't feel like I'm missing rare fish every time I miss a catch. I feel like I'm missing, could be literally anything. That was small anyway. Still I should be more careful.
Oh, I got a student emailed me. Oh shoot. Well, I guess they'll now know that I check my email on the weekends. Really? First week of school, I'm getting a content question? Cool. I'll take that.
It's one of your like 8th graders, right?
Yeah, it's one of the 8th graders.
Just say who else would be? Who else would be emailing
Why was
you?
that? How'd you know? How'd you take a guess?
I just feel like content questions at 11 p.m. on a Saturday.
No, they sent it to me at 2. They sent it to me at 2. They don't have homework. I don't know why. I guess someone was looking at their notes. Oh, because I told them they were gonna have a quiz on it. That's right. Here's a crack.
At least I feel like I'm identifying medium fish sizes really accurately right now, which is not something I'm always so hot at. Sometimes it's really difficult for me to tell, especially when I'm rusty like I am right now, but I feel like I've de-rusted medium, which is one of the harder ones, really. It's probably the hardest. But
squares represents the 4 non-capital trimes, and the symbol in the middle presents the Onondaga. Alright.
There's
Have
my days. No, I had
a
everything.
good rest of your weekend. Okay.
It's the large. It just looked a little bit medium at first glance. It's fine. I pretty quickly realized it was a large and decided to catch it anyway because it was koi or large bass. But only because I was already most of the way through catching it. Or most of the way through having it on the line when I realized it was definitely a large. That still counts as me being good at identifying shadow sizes. I got one wrong. Slightly.
I'll be right back.
There. Same situation. I don't catch it. That might have been a bass. Yeah. Seemed a little bassy. Again, I only care about losing time to my fake world record comparison. I don't care about losing time to my gold. My gold's actually pretty decent. I have coelacanth, and I think coelacanth's worth like, let's just say 10 minutes. That's a large. And I lost a minute in chores. So if I'm plus 11, I'm happy. If I'm less than plus 11, we're pretty good. I'd say plus 11 would be even, and maybe after plus 11, I'd be resetting. Just because I have coelacanth. So how much time is that? Half a minute to 5 and 6. 6.5 minutes. I've got like 6.5 minutes to find arowana. Which is like, possible. It's not impossible. You can get it right now. It's not like it's super likely. I don't feel like. Sometimes I'll calculate how long, because 6.5 minutes, or more like 6 now, is like 3 minutes to what I'm used to, because it takes like twice as long to catch fish in this version. So if you were to tell me while playing normal Animal Crossing, do you think it's reasonable to expect arowana once every 3 minutes, I would just tell you no. So I think expecting arowana in just 6 minutes of looking is not good on this version. Always possible. You can get it first try, always. And there it is. So that cuts off that line of thought. Wow, you're not going to clap for me? That's a good catch. You're standing right there. Maybe they don't do that in this game. I don't know. Message. So I went from 105 to 545, so I lost like 4 minutes 40 seconds. But again, I have I have coelacanth, so I'm happy. That fish sucks to get on this version. All right, I'm on to 6. Time to 1400. I don't know how I input that. How did I do that? Oh, it was this one again? I thought I selected my player somehow. Okay. And that time I did select my player. I'm pressing the reset button. Hello? I'm pretty bad at this menuing. I think it has something to do with lagginess or something, making menuing not. Because I can menu pretty accurately, relatively. Just gotta throw that down low. Not necessary at all. But why not? Keep it low. Alright, so again, I think this lake I like from the bottom. I do. Oh, another rain segment. It just means lag at this point. It's not good anymore. Not when it's happening multiple splits. Quick little bluegill. That's one. And pale chub does have good vision, I found. Not as good as bluegill, obviously, but same as small bass and crucian carp. So, something to think about. There's no kilifish in this version. Ooh, there's a small I just scared away. That could have been the thing I needed. Now, why am I up here? Like it could have been piranha or pale chub. Man, that bird is just hanging out right at the river all the time. Impressive. This is definitely not bluegill. But it could be pale chub with that kind of vision. Wow, it was! Anyway, that was a distraction from lake fishing. Small, not gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry myself about it. Large is nothing. Fairly certain, yeah, definitely not. I think with all those villagers in that river acre and the rain, I think that combines to create a lot of lag. That's a medium. Harabruna. I don't super like fishing for that fish. Waiting for it to drift. Think I'm going to though? There's no way Doc reaches this, right? No. It'd have to be opposite side or big drift. But I really do think opposite side is bad. I'm almost catching it with this. I hit it some way. I hit it again quick, down. Yeah, alright, we're good. And there it is. It was worth it. Harabruna. Okay. Harabuna. Harabuna, I'm pretty sure. Not brew. With an R. No larges. These characters lag a lot. I don't think they were lagging this hard in the night time. Is it thundering? Is that it? It's a thunderstorm instead of just a regular rainstorm? Well, regardless of why. Alright, at least I don't need Harabruna anymore. So, oh, is that a tiny? No, it's a small. I don't care. I mean, I'll cast at it, see if it's a piranha. No reason not to. Kind of. I mean, bluegill. Kind of a reason not to, but... Yeah, I probably shouldn't be casting stuff that shouldn't be catchable unless it's a piranha or bluegill, because it's going to be bluegill so often, and it kind of is a waste of time. Meh. Pale chub and bluegill are both 10%. If there's anything, and I don't think this is actually true, but if there's any 1% that seems different in this version than in GameCube, feels like bluegill is more common than pale chub. The last 2 runs I've done have had massive.
I have arrived
compared to the bluegill. Bluegill really common. Feels like. Hello.
Hello.
Shorter goby. Definitely rarer than, yeah, there's no mediums. It's just brook trout and bass. And I already have both. Yeah, I already have both. It's pale chub, snakehead, tinies.
I can't find anything I want
There
to
it
do
is.
with the 6th graders for homework. So maybe they don't have homework for next week. Whew. I guess that's okay.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
No, good question. I have the 7th graders doing something, and I don't think I have the 8th graders doing homework. But the 7th graders are getting homework because I found a good article. So.
So it's tinies? Yeah, it is just tinies and giant snakehead. Completely. There's no ocean fish, there's no pond fish, I already have coelacanth, it's just... That's a tiny, right? It's tiny. It's so far right. Wait. Now I'm getting confused. That wasn't. Is this? I don't know. I think it might be, but it might not be. I'm confused. If I unloaded it, it's because I went too far right, not because I went too far up. Alright, well, I wasn't confident it was a tiny. That makes it seem like this side of the lake is bad, or the other, I don't know. Ugh. I think this is kind of a bad lake. I think I need to accept that east to south is not good. Like, kind of objectively not good lake to be fishing in. I'm gonna make that note.
Wonder if I should start selling some of my Dota stuff, considering I don't know when in the hell I would ever play that game again while I'm teaching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, do I really want to do that to myself after a day of teaching?
Yeah, I guess I know what you mean.
Like, even Dead by Daylight was too much. You know, like I waited until the weekend to start that. Oh man, Silent Hill chapter is actually $3 right now.
Oh, baby. So there's my giant snake head. Correct. The giant snake head, what's giant snake head's vision like? I forgot. I don't think it's very good. Is it good? Yo, it is. It is actually normal. Like maybe it's 30-40. So it's not blind. I think at some points in time I've thought that giant snakehead was blind and then been surprised when it isn't, but it just isn't and never has been. Alright, I do think, I don't know. I don't know what side of this lake to be on. I think both sides are kind of bad for different reasons. Okay, that's gonna be catchable. Oh! I hate choking catches. I hate choking catches. I hate it when I do that. I hate it when I do that so much. What the fuck? Why? Why would I do that? What the hell? I hate flinching and it's some part of the reaction you build to be that allows you to catch one-biters. Sometimes just fires when the fish is not a one-biter. Whatever. It's like you have to react really fast. It's like you have to be able to react so fast to fish that aren't anywhere near your line getting onto the end of your line. That's like what catching a one-biter is. It's predicting when it's going to see from various distances away. I can't. Different angles and whatever the hell else. You have to be able to predict it. These just aren't tiny.
Oh. Hmm. So there's a perk that the Oni has that makes it so,
Is it so tiny? I can't tell. It's in the middle of this stupid lily pad.
wow, that is a spawn.
It's a small, but I'll catch it in case it's piranha or whatever the hell.
But yeah, okay. I can give survivors exhaustion, which means they can't dead hard. I might take that. Might level up Oni and start using
I think I
that.
just scared a fish away under the bridge. I think now I have fish scare from top to bottom. Or sorry, fish catchable top to bottom here. Small. I think it's top to bottom or, you know, right to left, whatever you want to think of it as. Yeah, it is definitely. So here, there should be a fish here. I don't know if it always was this or not. Man, I hate that the stupid lake scared off a snakehead for no reason.
I'll play a game as Oni. We'll see how this character works. Seems cool.
Why would I be walking here? Something there if I scare, especially not in the lake. What? How did I end up here? It's still small. That's a tiny, right? No, it's still small. These are all smalls. And that was a medium. That's also small. I keep getting baited out at the first glance.
I just did the quiz, like the community made quiz that tells you like what killers you'll probably enjoy again. Yeah, you know what's funny? The
Yeah.
one in last is fucking Bubba,
I don't know what that means.
the cannibal, the character I absolutely hate and I had to play to unlock the one perk.
Ah,
Yep. Alright, time to figure out how
there's
Oni
my
works.
first tiny. Guppy.
God, his chase music is so good.
Small. That was fully blind. That was fully 1000% blind. There was nothing. There was no visual. That was absolute blind. Oh, wow. I just pressed A. I really did just press A. Didn't know there was a fish there. There was no splashing at all. It's too big. And that I didn't see, or I'd already scared off. What size is this? Probably small and probably sees the bobber because it's probably... No. Probably bluegill-ish vision, I would assume. Alright, I'll give it one more cast, but I don't see it anymore. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a tiny. Didn't pop out the other side on me. It's definitely just deep under a lily pad. It looked too big from what I did see of it. Yeah, that's catfish, right? I'm pretty sure it is. Not catfish, say cat. Okay, I updated my lake notes. East to south, I've now notated as pretty bad lake. After recent emotions. Pretty bad. Top has good range, but only a small percent of spawns visible. Bottom sees all, but has to wait for drift often. Bottom probably better overall. But especially if good bridge. Which I think that's just the way it is. This is not a good bridge. There is a bridge next to it, but it would unload any fish. That the bottom half wouldn't reach for on its own. So yeah. We're in the bottom half. World record pace? Yeah, honestly, this isn't bad. It looks like I was super behind out of the last split, plus 5 minutes 50 seconds. But I got coelacanth during last split, so plus 4 minutes. I feel like coelacanth usually takes me like 5 to 10. I felt pretty even, or maybe even ahead, leaving the last split. Right now, I already choked a snakehead catch in a way that I would have choked on any version. I just flinched and pressed A when it first latched on during the first nibble. Not as a one-biter. At that time, it was a one-biter. Angelfish is in the split after this one. No, I did not catch angelfish in July, if that's what you're asking. Alright, now I'm done with lake. So I flinched and blew a catch a while ago at this point on the first snakehead. Probably a solid 10 minutes lost snakehead that I could have just been searching for tinies only. But honestly, I was actually getting pretty quick. It's not tiny, is it? No, it's a small. It could be piranha, I guess. It's not. Oh right, middle going up, middle up. Okay, understood. That's small. Yeah, so I didn't get July angelfish, but I never look for July angelfish. The only times I ever catch July angelfish are either it comes before sweetfish, which is really rare because sweetfish is like 30%, or I accidentally catch a small that I think is a medium, and it just happens to be. All right, middle is up. I was running up, so I should have been walking. So yeah, I really never get angelfish in July, except for extremely rare circumstances. I don't like this bottom acre having this bridge issue. Oh. That's just me being blind issue, actually. So yeah, And I got guppy. I've only caught one tiny so far, and it was guppy. So, obviously that means popeye goldfish will never come. That's just how this game works. You get your assigned guppy. You get your assigned tiny, and that assigned tiny will repeat forever, without going to any of the others. Even though it's not actually how it works, it's how it feels like it works. While I'm here, I might as well look. See, I dealt with what I now understand to be quite a bad lake. My notes from before were like, oh, this lake's pretty okay. From my earlier run where I had this lake, east to south. I've amended it through this run to it's a bad lake, east to south. Not all bends, I know. I've known for a while that lakes that are straight on, where it's either north to south or east to west, or south, could be east to west or west to east. Those east to south, west to east, north to south, those lakes are bad. I've known that for a while. But I've also known for a while that not all lakes with a bend in them are good. Some of them are very good. But I've never really mapped out which bent lakes are good versus bad, and this is one of the bad ones. East to south. Not a fan. But I've gotten all that I can possibly get out of it. Hey, and that's two tinies, and both the tinies I needed. I caught two tinies. First was guppy, second was popeye goldfish. That never happens. Ever. Like, never ever. And hopefully that's the end of the rain, because that's the second straight rain split, and I think rain lags the game pretty hard. Pre-recorded. I caught, with completely zero vision, fully under the bridge, I caught a fish that had no visual indication of it being... I didn't know for sure that it was under the... I mean, I did know it was under the bridge. Because there's nowhere else it could have been. But I just casted my bobber out under the bridge, waited for like 3 full seconds, and then reeled in, and I caught a fish like that. With no visual, I couldn't see my bobber. I couldn't see the splash of it getting onto my bobber. It was full blind. And it was a crucian carp. But I couldn't tell the fish's shadow size. It was fully invisible under the bridge. And I got just a crucian carp, just pulled, like, that was surprising. No. Unfortunately not. Alright, large char. Alright, so I think, oh, why am I running in a river acre? Might have scared away angelfish with that running. Or here comes revenge of the underwater bridge fish. Nope. Did I scare anything away? I probably scared away by running early on. And I think I probably scared off that fish too. Yeah, I probably got rid of both of those. Well, anyway, the point is, this is a medium, or is it a large? It's a large. I think I still need large bass, so it's not bad to catch larges. Oh, it was a medium. It was a rainbow trout, huh? Alright, now is the angelfish split, so now we're ready to deal with that. Oh, I am also ahead. I'm minus 2 minutes. And I have coelacanth already. This is a doubtable location for a char to spawn. I think it could still be large bass. Not with that kind of vision. It's nothing but a carp or something. Dace. It was a medium. Huh? Loaches are tiny. Whichever I don't need. Small ass I don't need. Loaches are tiny. I need. My smalls are. Oh yes, this wouldn't have a fish in it. Oh. A lake is in my rotation. That's kind of annoying. But I do have all the mediums because I have bass, dace, and rainbow trout. Larges, yeah, I still need large bass. And this is looking blind enough to be a large bass, so I guess I'll be done with mediums and larges. After this, actually that looked like too active for a large bass. Oh, it was. So really now it's loach, which is a tiny, cherry salmon and angelfish, which are smalls, and then char, which is obviously a different category of fish. Wonder which side of the waterfall is better. You know, the other side might be better. Gotta take a bit of doing to get on the other side of the lake, of the river. Yeah, it's just smalls and loach. From here. And comparing to PB. Am I minus 9 minutes? Is that what that says? Minus 9 minutes on PB? Does that make any sense? Wow, I'm minus 9. Huh. That doesn't make any sense. It must be a plus and I can't see. Is that loach? Pale chub, space loach bluegill? Pale chub, space loach bluegill. That was a loach. I didn't know. That was a tiny even. I'm like trying to lean in and see my splits. Okay, this could be char. Yeah, that blind, that shadow size, that close to the waterfall, that could be a char. Oh, and I pushed it hard. I think it gets pinched left, though, if it does drift. I think it has to drift into my bobber. Yeah, like this, exactly. It might have been a medium, seeing it again. I'm gonna lean in really deep. Oh, it is a plus. I had to lean in so far to tell if that was a plus or a minus on that minus or plus 9-minute split. Yeah, I don't like the top of the lake. You see why the top of the lake is bad? It has good range. Like, you can cast to a large percent of the fish, but you can't see the fish in the whole middle area. And so, that's a bad lake. Even though it's a... I need to scare that. At least on the... It's a bad lake, even though it's got like a bend in it. From the outside, you can't see anything, and if you're... that might be a 1, 2... If they're going to be constantly spawning on the right half, maybe I should stand on the right half. And maybe this river is enough under the waterfall to justify fishing from the bottom half. But fishing from the bottom half sucks because there's no other fish. There's no other river acres on the whole bottom half of the town. So I'd have to be going up and down the ramp over and over again to despawn 2 fish to get another waterfall fish. No, you can't fish in this town from the top, from the bottom. It's not really possible without going up and down the slope a million times. It's really just left half versus right half. I feel like left half is correct. Because with right half, if it goes lower than its current position, I lose it. With left half, if it goes lower, which it eventually has to go down, right? It can't just keep infinitely going right, I don't think. It'll just slip down eventually. What the fuck is it doing? Why does it keep twitching into the right corner? This is strange behavior I've never seen before. Of course I get it. Is it stuck in the environment? Is it gonna be looping this movement forever? No, that's different. Anyway, if it drifts down, it starts to become in my range from the left side. So I feel like left is best, even if you have to wait for drift sometimes. I think it was a medium anyway, and I twitched when it one bit from far range. Though to be fair, if it one bites from far range, it's not a char. No, I don't think that's N64 exclusive. There's nothing about it that would point to that at all, actually. I think it's very much just something that could happen. If a fish gets into certain points on certain acres, they can do weird things sometimes, and I know that, but that's an interesting loop. It got stuck in for quite a while. Alright, yeah, this is why I hate this lake. It's because this side of the lake, you can't see half the fish spawning. The other side of the lake, you can see everything, but you have to wait for drift on almost every fish possible. Like, I can't see. I don't know what's up there, so I need to give up on it. I'm not looking for lake fish anyway. See, that's what makes that a bad lake, even though it seems like, oh, you know, it's a curved lake. Most of the bends are fine. It's not fine. You have no vision on the top half, and you have no range on the bottom half. That was a small. That could have been angelfish. Oh well. Could have also not been angelfish. Could have also not been a small. To be completely honest, I don't know if that was a small or medium. I do think yeah, I still need cherry salmon. Yep. Alright, after this, it'll truly just be angelfish and char. Am I comparing to PB right now? Plus, yeah, I am. I'm gonna stop comparing to PB for this. Alright, now it really is angelfish and char. Now I'm comparing to golds, which is worse. Now I'm comparing to my made-up fake world record splits, which, while being made up and fake, it's funny, I'm ahead of them right now, but my gold is slower than, like, the segment time here is 30, is half an hour faster than my gold. It's funny. I think I can run down. It's running down. Running up is the bad. Is this my waterfall acre? I've gotten fish spawn in it, the top half of it in the river part, multiple times in a row now. Yeah, I can run down. Right. That's a tiny. That's a loach. Or goldfish. Ugh, am I gonna try to catch this? Because it might be a goldfish. I think I am. Yeah, a weird waterfall. Getting me off on the wrong foot. To even settle into being able to look for it, to be able to catch it, I don't know. Am I in? In the waterfall acre. Man, I have not had anything spawn in the waterfall I have for the waterfall acre in so long. Huh, weird. And I'm getting fish up, not down. In the middle acre. Why is nothing spawning on the bottom half? I mean, it's good I'm not down there for a huge variety of reasons. It's good I'm not on the bottom half of this waterfall acre. One of the reasons that's really good is because I've gotten a million lakes or river spawns in a row. In addition to like the obvious, you have to scare away fish in 2 different acres and come back, and that's not really possible. If you're on the bottom half, or whatever the hell this thing is not, it sure ain't a char. I don't remember pressing A. To be honest with you, letting go of A even to press it. Oh wow, yeah, that was a small fish, and I reacted pretty well. But N64 bullshit makes it impossible to catch fish. Whatever the magic bullshit is that makes A press windows harder. Happened there, because I think that was a good catch. Felt like one that would have caught in any other version. I'm usually... whatever. It's the game. Probably wasn't angelfish anyway. Because you can't rely on, oh, angelfish is a tight bite window. If you miss a small, it's probably an angelfish. You can't rely on that. Whatever weirdness exists in the A-press window on N64 doesn't seem tied to the bite window, what you'd expect. Just seemingly random. And it might literally be random. This could be a char. It is, thank you. Alright, angelfish is all that's left. Just get it right here and be done. Almost didn't press A to that. My finger like twitched to press A, and then it pressed A the second time I tried to press A, but I think the first A press window was on time, so the second one must have been pretty late. Yeah, that's definitely not an angelfish. Whatever the hell you are blind. And I go to the other side of the river where I stay from here on out. Pretty sure that's a small. Definitely a medium and the wrong AI. Maybe it wasn't the medium, but it definitely was the wrong AI. Not react the way angelfish would have. Super. Trying to figure out whose emote that is. Super Cat. Super Cat K. I've not heard of them. Did you get a random gift sub? Alright. Now we're back to this angelfish hunt. I feel like I never left. Alright, I'm really settling into the angelfish hunt 14 minutes in. It's good to know how long I've been looking for an angelfish for. 14 minutes in, and 15 minutes of angelfish hunting would be like 7 minutes. I think a usual time on GameCube for angelfish alone would be like 10 minutes would be average. So that'd be 20 minutes on N64 because of slowdown of not having good, such a thing as a good river acre possible. So this whole 3-acre system. So that would mean 20 minutes and, is this a small or a medium? I know it's a medium, and it is, but I just felt weird about how many mediums in a row I was seeing. Though now looking at the percents, mediums are like 25% of the time, and smalls are like 25% of the time. I didn't know smalls and mediums were the same. They're both like a quarter of the time, huh? Interesting. Yeah. So I'd say a normal angelfish would be like 15 or 10-ish minutes. I usually say 10 minutes is average for any 1% fish, just as an absolute rule of thumb. I might have just scared the fish from under the bridge. I think I did. I saw the splashes of it running away. It was definitely under the bridge. So I usually say 10 minutes is the rule of thumb, and fish in this version, you get fish like half the speed, so 20-minute angelfish in 15 minutes is 35-minute split. 35-minute split. 33 is average approximate world record pace, so I'd lose 2 minutes and I'd be about 30 seconds ahead headed into September, but I already have coelacanth, so. But then again, September does also have coelacanth probably. Who knows? Who knows what my pace would be like in various situations. Just trying to say. Just trying to think about it. Probabilities and all that. Average time for things. You run down, you walk up. Okay, we'll remember that, hopefully. We'll attempt to remember that. That's not gonna be it. Run down, walk up. Okay. Can do. Oh, I need to catch piranha and goldfish in September. And I could catch tinies here, I guess. For the quarter of all tinies right now are goldfish. Whereas all tinies in September are goldfish. I don't know what's worth it. When I searched for piranha somewhat a lot in June, which would make it seem like my methodology is more of catching stuff early, but generally I think catching stuff late is better. I don't know. I didn't fish at that many piranhas in June, honestly. Basically none. There were several times where while looking for pale chub, I'm catching this. It's gonna be a goldfish. It's not. I'm pretty sure goldfish is just a quarter of tinies right now, and I guess it's worth it. Because you want to be able to have a piranha just pop out of the river at you and be done. You don't want to have to look for goldfish as your final fish in like the split. It's kind of annoying. 1 in 4 isn't the worst odds to be catching a goldfish at right now. I just scared that away. I don't know. I mean, if they're gonna keep coming at me like this, I'm gonna keep catching them. That's my third loach. I really don't need to be running upwards to scare fish. Not in the acres outside the middle for sure. And even in the middle, if you fail to scare it on the one way, you can scare it on the other way, on the way back. Actually, can you scare it on the way back? Like if I fail to scare it, no, if I scared it on the way back, I would end up inverting the order? Yeah, and that would be suboptimal because it would give me less fish total. So you do need to scare fish off the middle. But I really need to get in the habit of the second I see a fish of a size I don't like in the 2 end acres, I just run away from it without having to necessarily scare it. It's a waste of time trying to scare fish all the time in N64. Only scare fish in the middle. Okay, I'll try to really remember that. It might have been a medium. It was. Kind of jumped at the line when I was a little unsure about what it was. I think not scaring fish in the 2 end acres is a key to speeding up N64 fishing.
Wow, I sure love people partying while COVID's a thing. Sure is cool.
That's the sound of partying I hear through your mic.
I was wondering if that was going through your mic.
All I can hear is
Or
what
through my
sounded
mic.
like a brief one-person conversation.
Yep, they were screaming in from the hallway into a room.
Ah.
They sure love it. So good. I'm gonna fucking report it. I might actually. I might be that person.
I think I would report it if it was ongoing and continuous, and I can't hear it anymore.
Okay, so it hasn't been going through the mic for the past hour, is what I'm hearing?
No, just that
Good.
one couple seconds.
Good. Alright, I'm glad. Yeah, the bridges are like round. I don't remember the DS version that well. Wow, I can't believe I caught that thing. I didn't expect it to hit the line, and I did a super late reaction to what I thought was a 1 bite, and it was a 2 bite, and I got it anyway. That was a super scuffed catch. Yeah, I don't remember the DS version that well. But yeah, these bridges are definitely arched bridges that go up and over the river instead of just straight across it like flat board.
Why'd I scare that? Gotcha. Is this a small or a medium? It's a medium, isn't it? Yeah, it totally is. Yep. I don't think that's it. Yeah, freshwater goby, unsurprising. It's the only fish that acts like that. It's a small right now. I feel like I'm getting a sore throat, kind of. I don't think I've been talking enough today to have it be from...
I mean, you have been streaming for like, what, 8 hours at this point?
Somehow I
Around
managed
that?
6 hours earlier, which I didn't, it
Yeah.
didn't feel like 6 hours. I guess I've streamed like 7.5 hours of this game today, apparently. Doesn't feel like it at all. But apparently I have, so I guess I have been talking a bit today. Just only one completed run, I think, is what really trips me up. And the other runs all died in July, but July is like the early part of the run. Well, I took a big break in the middle, and this is definitely my last run. I'm starting to feel tired already. Like, I've got an hour left of run, and I'm already starting to feel like tired enough that I might start having issues catching fish since it's completely visual, and if my eyes start getting tired, then I can't really see well enough to react well and all that. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting into the window where I might become tired enough to blow catches that I would normally not. So yeah, definitely not doing, and I still have an hour left, so no more runs. This is it. No 12-hour stream or whatever. I'm glad I kept casting at that. It seemed like it couldn't see the rod or the bobber, which made me think it had to be cherry salmon. But it was not cherry salmon. That's a medium. Wow, that saw that thing from a mile away.
Nemesis is very funny.
Did you buy into our playing Nemesis?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
So-
try again for this goldfish.
Every killer in this game has a weapon, except for Nemesis. Nemesis just has his hands.
Yeah.
Nemesis punch good.
I don't know why I keep scaring off fish in the top acre only. I remember by bottom acre that you don't have to scare fish in this version unless you're in the middle. In top acre, I keep forgetting.
It is really funny just having like NPCs that fuck with the survivors though. It's like the main reason I wanted him, and it is definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did Oni go? Didn't you say you were playing Oni?
I played one game of Oni and I do not like the character that much.
That should.
I might consider leveling him.
Don't need to scare it.
So I can get the perk that stops people from using abilities after I hook someone else, so I can play with a little bit less dead hard, but we'll see. I should also just learn Doctor if I want to play without dead hard, because I know that's something that he can counter. Oh my god, how are they not? God damn it. Still are just fucking screaming. Jesus Christ. Oh, zombie, how'd you get stuck in the temple? The zombie AI sucks, by the way. It's really funny.
Unsurprising.
Sometimes they just kind of get stuck in corners, but you can kill them. In fact, it is actually pretty good to kill them at certain points, because they help you level up your virus.
There was a fish under the bridge. Yeah, didn't make it. Couldn't pull off the blind catch again. "6 p.m. is going to be no different than 5, and I didn't scare the middle fish, which I think is bad. I think that means I just reverted, or changed the direction. I think this means I now walk down and run up. The fact that I forgot or missed the scare on the middle fish. I run up, right? No, I walk up. Okay, yeah, I don't know. That kind of pokes holes in my idea of how this game's fish spawning works, but I don't know.
They nailed Nemesis. They did an excellent job with this character. All of his animations and shit just feel so Nemesis. With like in Resident, like when you're playing Resident Evil.
No, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you play Resident Evil and Nemesis starts just smashing through walls to chase you, and that's really what he feels like in this game. Where you're playing against Nemesis and he just walks through shit. Like, he tentacle whips pallets. All of his animations are a lot more, like, simple than other people. Like, most people have to kick generators twice, he kicks it once. He slams through pallets with his fists if you don't have tentacle up. Just a really well-designed character. They did a really good job. And I wouldn't be surprised if Capcom really wanted them to nail it. Which is why it's as good as it is. Like, Pyramid Head is just kind of there, and he plays cool, but he doesn't feel like Pyramid Head. Because it's real, Konami doesn't give a shit about their properties. Capcom is sure as shit does. Well, yeah, I think this is my actual favorite character in the game.
I can't tell fish shadow sizes anymore. I think I'm getting tired to the point where I can no longer tell what a small is.
Damn. That is not good, yeah.
Played too much today. I know
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, you did play for a long time.
I think I'm losing the eye for small versus medium.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's 11:30.
Either that or I've just gotten a million mediums in a row, and I'm getting paranoid. I always get twitchy when I get a million of the size one up or one down from what I want. If I get a lot of them in a row, I start to feel like, am I scaring off smalls and thinking that they're mediums? I always get a little paranoid when I get on a huge streak of mediums, but I'm scaring away angelfish a million times.
Another thing that I've noticed that is very cool is with the zombies. So you can see them at all times, like they're outlined. And if someone's near the zombie, they start like arms out running at them.
So you can see that through walls.
Yep. Which means if someone gets near a zombie, and I notice, oh, that zombie's got his arms out, I know that I can, you know, go over there and there's probably someone nearby. Nice mechanic. And if they decide to spawn in decent areas, they can stop people from doing generators, which is nice. Both Nemesis and Pinhead have abilities that can stop people across the map from doing things.
That's good. Two, and one more
is
should be the cat.
Very
one
nice.
sec. Been trying to fight this fish for a million years. Probably a fucking cherry salmon. Whatever the hell it was, it did not get caught when I pressed A at an extremely reasonable, like, you know, 200 milliseconds after the slash.
Very nice. Hello, zombie stuck in a corner. I will kill you.
because this game's bullshit and it randomly decides to make common fish have like 2-frame windows. So that has nothing to do with whether or not it was an angelfish. It's just sometimes fish just don't get caught, no matter what the hell they are and how long you spent trying to get them out of a corner. The only reason I'm on this side of the river, it's only possible to have to like fight fish that hard in River Start on this side of the river, and the only reason I'm on this side of the river is because there's a fucking house in the middle of the middle acre. Alright, now I'm behind. And this behind is still fake behind because I still have coelacanth, but actually no. Well, my split comparison has coelacanth at this point. Because it has a 12-minute September. Yeah, my splits have coelacanth by now. I'm actually true behind world record pace. And I'm now 36 minutes into the angel hunt, and I started looking for angelfish only at 15 minutes. So what I said, when I started looking for angelfish, I said, it's 15 minutes into the split, I'm looking for angelfish only, so at this point it's been 21 minutes. And I said out loud, average in a normal Animal Crossing run, not good, but like average, would be like 10 minutes. And so in this run, that'd be 20 minutes. And so at 35, that's average. So now I'm willing to say that this is a below average angelfish hunt. Will it be as bad as last run? Will it be bad as my PB? Probably not. Probably not. Because my PB doesn't catch it for another half an hour, and I promise you I will not be playing this game half an hour from now if I'm still looking for angelfish. I'm gonna super hard put a cutoff on that.
4 kill. 4 fucking kill. First game. My zombies forced someone to run into me. They actually did something really good. Like, I was chasing them, they turned a corner, there was a zombie there. They had to run back into me.
Why do I feel like you're gonna get placed pretty high?
That's what I'm worried about.
You keep talking about how you're playing against 1v4s against 4 people ranked way above you, and then you're still winning half your games.
Yes, because... Well, okay, well, here's the thing. New killers start at the start. So, like, that was a fresh game on a new MMR character. I got 4 iridescents. Holy shit, I ranked up. I'm ranked 10 now. I'm silver 2. Okay. I got fucking 4 iridescents. Oh, someone was iridescent 4 in that game. Someone was iridescent 4 with 4 very rare perks. Okay. I was the lowest. Was I the lowest? No, that's a bronze. No, I was the second lowest.
Alright, I run down and walk up.
What did you have for dinner today, gamer?
Pizza.
Very nice. I had that for lunch. I'm doing one of those meal kit things, right? But they sent me it was like 2 chicken things, and I thought I was gonna want crispy Caesar chicken, but I went to make it today, and I'm like, I do not want this. So I just made like spicy chicken strips. It's very good.
Nice.
Let me go get my other cards. I want to read it. I want their pasta this week. I think I'm having cheesy chorizo pasta tomorrow.
Nice.
That sounds pretty epic.
Sure does.
Oh, you know what the other nice thing is? This is another game that has a really good battle pass. If I ever feel like buying it, you get 75% of the battle pass back if you complete it fully.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Fortnite, original Fortnite when it was 100%. That was beautiful. But 75% of the cost back. So for every... So you only have to spend $2.50 every month. Well, $5 because that's the minimum, you know. But it's a $10 battle pass. Yeah, you could also just save money and not get the battle pass, but $10 for cosmetics is something I am willing to do. If it is stuff I want. Like this month's or this, I don't know how many. I think it's every 3 months maybe. Is not really stuff I want because it's not characters I play. But I don't know. And the nice thing about me liking Nemesis as much as I do is there's no cosmetics for Nemesis, so that I don't. There's nothing I can buy. Because Capcom didn't license original Nemesis to them, I guess. They just went with RE3 remake them. Just a little upsetting. Would have been cool to have original Nemesis, but it's not like this is a bad design.
Okay. Looking for
Ooh, I got another upgrade for Eruption.
Nice. I need piranha, but I also need goldfish still.
No, RE3 Nemesis looks good. It's just, I don't know. For Dead by Daylight not really having any like super sciencey characters, like even Doctor is like kind of low tech. Having like Nemesis with like a fuel pump and wrapped in all of the fucking like black duct tape looking shit is a little jarring in this game.
Right, I think if that was a piranha, it would see this. A little far,
I do not know how piranha work.
Good vision. I think piranha would have seen that. And I'm not waiting for it to drift an hour.
But yeah, it's like Nemesis has the like weird pump plus like motor thing on his chest. And it looks cool. It's just kind of weird in this game. I don't know. But I'm assuming Capcom told them what they wanted him to look like. And they obviously, you know, kind of have to follow that.
Alright, I mean, this salmon is acting like coelacanth did with its weird... Doesn't have any safety protocols from flying off into space. And you can hit it back and forth in weird ways. And when you hit it back towards the beach, it flings itself back out into the ocean. I don't know. Sounds weird in this game. Or looks weird in this game. It's not really as piranha goldfish.
See, this is the thing, right, with that. If they wanted, because it came out around when RE Village came out, but I don't, if they wanted to do the marketing thing, I don't understand why this isn't Lady Domitresque. Because they had to know, after the original trailer and people freaking out about Domitresque, that people would have downloaded the game to play Domitresque. So... if they wanted to do full marketing, they could have just thrown Big Titty Vampire in. Unless Behavior rejected it. I don't know.
Why? Sorry, it's just this is the laggiest I've ever seen this game. Why is this game's frame rate dropped to nothing?
Yeah, that could be it too. It could have just been in the works for quite a while. But I don't know.
Oh god, it really is goldfish, last fish. And I caught like every goldfish. I caught every tiny I saw in this entire run, basically. Maybe I missed a few. Just 2% goldfish. I caught every tiny. I caught all the tinies even when I thought that the tinies were going to be loaches. Oh, hey, I mean, there's goldfish right there, so I shouldn't really complain.
Hell yeah, goldfish.
I mean, it really is just better to save it for September. But 1 and 4 in May. Nah, it's really not worth catching them in May. I think I'm gonna retire that idea and go back to the tried and true. Catch fish late. Fish late good.
I have to imagine Village was also in the works when they would have reached out to Behavior. I honestly think Behavior might have said no to a Domitresque solely because I don't know if she fits. I think she, like, the white dress, I think might be too much in terms of, like,
What? I just hit
what
save and continue.
the game is.
Alright,
I could
so
see
I'm 2
that
minutes ahead
for
of
sure.
world record pace, but my gold is also like 13 minute time. So we've got 15 minutes. I'm basically 15 minutes ahead if I play to my gold. And I don't know if that would be. I'd probably be happy, and if this split goes well, I might be done with this category. Might have been a 1 day long hunt for fish.
God, I feel like I'm back in fucking high school. I have my 2-liter Turkey Hill lemonade next to me. God. I legitimately, like, needed the extra calories from shit this week. Like, obviously that's a lot of empty calories, but it's been helping. After the, like, 20, like, halfway through the week, I realized I was, like, barely recovering when I was sleeping.
Yeah.
In terms of my legs, because I just wasn't eating enough. Speaking of, I need to go get another peanut butter bar.
Walking. You're walking it up, you're walking it down, you're walking it in, walking it out. Walking all day long.
Lemon and peanut butter, my favorite.
Walking. That's gonna be pond smelt because it had good vision. I know these things now. Pond smelt is twice as likely and has better vision than bitterling. I know these things now. It's cool. It's cool to memorize more as the more you play. No clue what the hell that was, but literally neither. That's a perfect example of. I'm pushing this thing in the river. I don't want lag from the snowball's existence. There's 2 balls in this acre now. I'm just leaving it like that. This acre doesn't have as many villagers. I'm sure it won't lag. I don't know if the balls were actually causing lag. Something was. I mean, that acre's been laggy this whole time because just 2 villagers walking around. But this could definitely be bitterling with the way it's not seeing the bobber. You see, like, bitterling and pond smelt both have insanely large windows, right? I'm not wrong about that, am I? How big are bitterling and pond smelt's bite windows? I've just missed 2 in a row. Aren't they big? This game has fucked up bite windows. Is this thing a stringfish? Or is it winter large bass? Because it's not seeing my bobber.
Oh my god, this is all 4 survivors? They all spawn together? Oh my god! Thank you, zombie!
Whatever it was, I scared it off by not catching it. Fully blind and all that.
You were the best zombie. I love you. This zombie just fucking ruined the game for these survivors. Holy shit. What a brutal fucking start to a game.
Why'd I scare it away? Why'd I scare that away? Why did I do it? I don't have bitterling. Should not be scaring my tinies for no reason right now. That looks like a bitterling. The AI. It's got 30-40 vision like a bass. That's some bass vision, definitely not crucian carp vision or whatever analogy you want to use. That's a bitterling for sure. What are these GIF emotes? Snuffy?
They're good.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
you
Snuffy.
posting. I thought it was Pixel.
Nope. Nope. Of course, I am the one that subs to the raccoon VTuber. Because why wouldn't I?
Wait.
Man, this one zombie really has just, fucked the game for them.
I think I'm gonna get a fish going upwards, because it's actually not, it remembers the last fish is scared, it remembers the last fish is spawned? Oh, no. I don't know. I don't need to scare that, though. Yeah, I'm getting spawns while walking down now. Okay. Opposite of earlier, but it doesn't really matter. Just as long as I remember it, and as long as it doesn't change without me noticing. Which it should be impossible. I came so close to pressing A on that first bite. Didn't scare it. I'm not going to scare it now. So I think my new understanding is that if I scare it here, I'll get a fish on the way down. Okay. Just stringfish. Is my new understanding correct? Did I get a fish here? Yes. It's actually, the game remembers the last 2 acres you spawned a fish in, not scared or caught a fish in. That's why it still is on the way down. Is there any chance that the fish that's above the railroad tracks is very large? I don't think so. I think I'd be able to see it by now. It's just a regular large. Should be running around the bridge in case there was a fish under it. I have caught fish under the bridge before. Or not even like under the bridge, but just near it. There's me scaring a fish by accident. There it is. And it went down for me. Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you. Oh, it went down again. Now you're just being an absolute darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, am I content with this run? It is 22 minutes. It is world record by 22 minutes. Where are my time saves?
That seems pretty good.
I think I might be done with this category after one day of playing it. Let me look at the time save, the time loss. 0 seconds. It was a gold intros. Chores, I lost a minute. That's fine. That was 15 minutes in July, but that happens. I'm not mad about that. Golded June, golded May, and my May split was 40 minutes. And I had angelfish in the first 15. So I had angelfish. It was a 25-minute angelfish hunt, which in normal Animal Crossing, divide by 2, because everything takes like twice as long in this version. So 25-minute, right? I'm doing that math right. 25-minute angelfish hunt would be 12.5. In a normal Animal Crossing run, I'd be happy with a 12.5-minute angelfish only. So I think I'm content with that May. 1 second, let me finish.
I know.
How did I accidentally reset? I was trying to look at this. No, I didn't actually. So the May, I think I'm content with. September. How am I accidentally pressing reset? I'm trying to look at these splits. September was, apparently I lost. I'm not supposed to be comparing to approximate world record. I'm comparing to PB. I keep accidentally hitting wrong buttons. 0.0, minute 14 there is fine. June was gold, and it was pretty good. Honestly, June was pretty good. May I decided I'm content with. I golded September. Yeah, September was good. And I just golded January. Yeah. I mean, time loss in this run was angelfish. Took 25 minutes, but again, that's like a 12-minute angelfish. If my only mistake in a run would be a 12-minute angelfish in a normal Animal Crossing, I would accept it. So it's 25 minutes, but again, everything takes twice as long in this version because of how bad the fishing is. And other mistakes were, I mean, I had 15-minute time loss in July, but I caught coelacanth in July, and coelacanth in this version takes me 5 to 10 minutes usually. It was like third try. I spent a lot of time with coelacanth. Total split time, 30-minute July, right? Like, what was my July split time? 24-minute July, right? Personal world record base is 20 minutes. So my goal was 20 minute. My goal was a 20-minute July. That was what I figured was a good time, and I got a 25-minute July with coelacanth. So that's a decent July and a decent June. Decent July, good June, decent May. Decent. The biggest, I think my main time loss was 25 minutes to angelfish, which would be like 12 in normal Animal Crossing. And if I were to world record and PB by 20 minutes and only have my main time loss be 12 minutes to angelfish, I would accept the run. So I think by that logic, I accept this run as me being done with this category. I think that's good to leave there. Okay. Moving on to all bugs next.